Today, I am spilling the tea about why so many people in Dubai pretend to be rich and how it is financially and mentally destroying people's lives. If you are planning to move to Dubai, you need to watch this video because I'm going to share with you 3 things that you can do to protect yourself from this massive social pressure to live a luxury lifestyle while you live in Dubai. So if you are new to this channel, my name is Jamelia Greer. I am a serial expat and a mom of 4. I have lived in China, in Singapore, and now I've been living in Dubai for 4 years. The first thing that you need to understand about Dubai is that in many ways it's a new economy. It's an economy that is growing and there's been a lot of investment in a number of sectors. But the way that is growing is somewhat unequal, somewhat uneven. There's a lot of investment in sectors like tech and innovation and real estate and manufacturing. And so there's a lot of jobs there, but there's some other sectors such as hospitality and tourism that thrive on people coming to Dubai. And these sectors get a lot of attention, they get a lot of publicity on social media, and quite frankly, it's what Dubai is known for. It's known for the 7-star hotel, which is Burj Al Arab. It's known for Burj Khalifa. It's known for all of these glitzy and glamorous things. And so there is this pressure in society that when you say that you're living in Dubai, people want to see that lifestyle. They want to see everything that they've seen on TV or on Instagram in terms of what it really is like. And that is dangerous because no matter where you live in the world, you're not going to be on vacation every single day, right? Sometimes you're going to be at home in your pajamas doing whatever you do. You're not going to be out at a luxury restaurant every single day. But believe it or not, a lot of people here really feel this need, this pressure to do that. And you'll see that in a lot of social circles with brunches and with nightclubs and the eating, the food scene. You guys know Salt Bae. He's well known for making a certain restaurant famous, and now he's famous. But this whole idea of like going to these ultra expensive restaurants has been embedded in the minds of not just people who are coming to visit Dubai, but also people who live here. And on top of all of this social pressure to live this luxury lifestyle, which is, you know, somewhat unseen, somewhat unspoken, but ever present, there's also this huge accessibility to funds, and that's done through the credit market here. You know, credit cards are readily available as long as you have a job. Now, I lived in China and Singapore, and as a foreigner, it was so difficult to get credit there. But here, as soon as you show that you're employed, you're able to get access to a credit card. And to make matters even worse, now they're gone beyond credit cards, and there's 2 different buy now, pay later programs, which are all the rage here. One is called Tabby, another one is called Tamara, and there's probably a couple of others, but they actually are encouraging people to buy things which they cannot afford. And this is crazy because essentially what you're doing is you're encouraging people to purchase things that are beyond their means, and people feel this social and mental pressure to do so. And we all know where that leads. That leads to people being in massive debt. And so when you see people driving expensive sport cars in Dubai, you see people living in these luxury houses, please, please, please do not think that they are showing up in cash and buying things right out in cash. Normally they're buying things on credit, and if they have a job, they're financing their future away. So you might be wondering, why do people continue to do this? You know, most people that move here, they're adults, they understand financial stability, they understand about living within your means. Why do they continue to do it? Guys, to be honest, I really just have to tell you, it is this massive social pressure. And there's really no way to escape being around the social pressure. It's part of daily life living in Dubai. Everything from, you know, where you live. When you meet someone, they'll say, oh, where in Dubai do you live? If you say Dira, they'll be like, If you say, you know, I live on the Palm, it's like, oh, okay. And so people ask you where you live to understand how much money you make or how much money you have. And there's all these sorts of little nuances in social life in Dubai that you will see and you will realize it's just how people interact here. It may seem uncomfortable at first, but it's definitely something that you have to get used to. So what do you do if you're planning to move to Dubai and you hear this video and you're like, Jamelia, I do not want any of that. I'm not looking to get in debt. I'm looking to start a business or to grow my wealth. What can I do? Let me give you 3 things that you can do when you move to Dubai to make sure you do not become a victim to this massive social pressure to live this luxury lifestyle. First of all, you got to watch your debt. That's the first thing. And when I say this, it might sound pretty like basic, but let me tell you, it's not just that credit cards are accessible, is that there are numerous credit card offers at basically everywhere you go. So merchants such as Amazon, Noon, Carrefour, the movie theaters, it doesn't matter. They'll always say, if you're using this credit card, you get 10% off or you get 15% off. And so essentially the vendors, the marketplaces here will try to push you to use your credit card in exchange of getting a discount. I encourage you, don't do that. If you have cash, buy the thing in cash. If you don't have the cash, don't buy the thing. It's not that necessary. It's not needed unless you're talking about your food. Okay, the second thing that you can do to make sure you don't fall victim to this, essentially, you gotta have financial goals. And I know it sounds basic as well, but financial goals and having a dream and a plan is what will keep you on the straight and narrow. If you know that you're looking to launch a business and you need a certain amount of money to do so, do not go out to a boozy Sunday brunch and spend 500 dirhams, right? Like, these are the habits that just ruin people because they're trying to rub shoulders with people who they think have money or have influence, and it's just the wrong way to go about it. So make sure that you have a goal, have a plan, and stick to it. Be super disciplined about your money. And the third thing, which is probably the most important, you gotta surround yourself with good people. I have a very small social circle in Dubai, and it's filled with people who are like me. They're not flashy. They're not trying to impress people on Instagram. They're not trying to, take pictures of places they've been and people who they've been with. They are just living their normal life, and they're here to build something, and they are hustling. So surround yourself with people that have common goals and people who will not pull you into that drama, because you do not want that drama. So I hope this has been super helpful for you guys. It's so important that when you come to Dubai, you keep your head on your shoulders. Do not fall victim into this luxury lifestyle trap. It has ruined people. I'm sure you've heard stories about luxury cars being left by the side of the road or in the desert. That's because people abandon them because they don't know how to pay for it. And I don't want that to happen to any of you. So when you come to Dubai, be fiscally sound, be financially responsible, and enjoy your life. If you've loved this video, if you like it, I've got plenty more where I'm spilling the tea about what it's really like to live in Dubai. Make sure you check that out in the playlist below. Take care. Bye-bye.